Glad to have you with us from Ross-Ade Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. It's the Maryland Terrapins and the Purdue Boilermakers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
The Purdue Boilermakers have a unique and beautiful stadium. Ross-Ade Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana is a fun place to watch. The gold and the black, the home of the biggest drum in all of the bands. Not only that, every time the team scores, a loud train whistle gets the crowd riled up. Guys?
Holly, thank you. The Boilermakers offense who will have the football first. And now there's Jarrett Gibson. Turned out more than 150 yards and found pay dirt a couple of times in their victory last game. They'll start on the ground with Jarrett Gibson fighting off the defender. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Both these teams have had some good moments this year, and they'd love nothing better than to improve their bowl positioning, build a little momentum by getting a win in this one.
You're just trying to punctuate the season, right? How big would it be for one of these two programs to finish the year as a ranked team? It would help them so much in the offseason with recruiting and really help their confidence looking ahead to next year, David.
And confidence and momentum and just learning how to win. A part of that is a part of the process of being great in the future. And this team, learning how to win, finding ways to get it done, it's only going to build momentum, and hopefully you can carry that over to next season.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him, The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Purdue! The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns.
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was closed out by the fantastic 25-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Maryland's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And for the first time in this game, we get a look at big Dorian Fleming. He had 9 catches in their victory last time out. Looking for a man, it's Washington. Right side, it's Webb. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Terrapins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Pulls it and fires to the left. There he goes. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Tells the run, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Durr. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize, so you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Look out! Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think he'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Splits the uprights. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
On the move from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Here's Gibson to begin the drive. Stopped right there.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Turns it upfield. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
And when you run these it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Maybe a miscommunication. That one didn't have a chance. Second and long here. Got some green grass. He's past the marker. There's some room. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. The quick game doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. A field goal try would have been a 51-yarder. They'll opt instead to try to move the chains on fourth down. Runs through a tackle. Oh, he's got some space. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down.
You got to give this offensive line a ton of credit. In a short yardage situation, the defense has all those bodies close to the line of scrimmage. If you can get a little bit of push, and if you can set up a crease, you can get an explosive play. And they did right there, running right into the teeth of the defense.
Escapes the pressure to his right. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Defense. It's up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He breaks a tackle. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's 3rd and goal. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance.
It's picked off, and they ruin it. With a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Runs through the tackle. And the defense was just daring them to throw over the top, and the offense didn't, and they got stuck. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Keep it on the ground. Shakes off the defender. He hits that hole. It opened up for him as he gets 6 and all the way out to the 9-yard line. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. To throw, it's Washington. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And the Terrapins will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. As we get a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Fresh center downs going to the air. Got his man. Official stopping play as one of the Terrapins is down on the field. We'll check on his status, but at the moment, we'll take a timeout. Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Misses badly on that one.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Sees some running room. Breaks into the open. He's got 98 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing.
Man, that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. On the run, fires downfield. The sure hands, it's Townsend. Knocked down at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Breaks a tackle, and he might go. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. And the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
And they save the touchdown, getting him out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
Yeah, and this offense is built behind this guy. I mean, a guy that you can hand the football to consistently and expect positive yards all day long, all game long. Now he's over 100 yards on the day.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. At the 35, he's open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Sets his feet. It's Washington. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Second down, going to throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Rush right in his face. Another incompletion on third down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Purdue will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Firing to the right, complete. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field, but when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play call.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. The throw to the outside is complete.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
That's reeled in. It's Townsend. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
Drops back on first down. Rushes on. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. They'll take the penalty and move them back. The penalty pushes the offense back for this second down. The play fake. Fires to the middle. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. Looking for a crease. Turning it on. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a fourth down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've
Number 42, set to kick off.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Oh, it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Purdue! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on first. Comes down, it's Fleming. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. The Terrapins headed quickly to the line. Wants to go up top on 2nd down.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Back to throw, it's Washington. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Left side is Webb. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. We get a timeout here taken by the Terrapins at their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Out wide right, it's Durr. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Maryland uses its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. And the Terrapins with the 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Here comes the heat. Just got rid of that one.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. They'll try to get it through the air. Got out of trouble and throws. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Quarterback changing the play. Got an alley. Got the 1st down. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
The whistle sounded, and they got it called just in time, using the timeout with a 2nd left. Now to see if they can score before the half. Just a few seconds to go here in the 1st half, and they'll send out the field goal team. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Now trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Rutgers, taking on the number 25 team, the Wisconsin Badgers. And it's the Scarlet Knights, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in West Lafayette. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ross-Ade Stadium.
And the Boilermakers will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
Coach Loxley told me coming out of the locker room, his quarterback, not typically one to turn it over like this. He has an opportunity right now taking the field on offense to start the third quarter. He said ball security has to be at the top of the mind. Slow down, take what the defense gives you, and make sure we're holding on to the football. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Motion from the back. Back to throw. It's Washington. Extending the play. At the 35, he's loose. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going up top. In traffic, it's Webb. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Enough to move the chains. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. The Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll run it. Maybe some room. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. The Terrapins trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They were all over it.
And after taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the second half. 3rd quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the football to get back in this thing.
Got it. And that was a high percentage completion and a low efficiency pass. They lose yardage. They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to pass. It's Washington. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And look at the quarterback. Look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Number 34, set to kick this one away.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Boilermaker offense heads out to get this drive started. From the gun, the ground game. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Finds his target all the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the... Fresh setter downs going to the air. Right side, it's Kinsey. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Between the hashes, it's Townsend. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The Boilermakers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a 1st down.
And on 2nd down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a 3rd down situation where you had to throw the football.
Out wide right, it's Harris.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man.
And I'm not surprised by this QB, man. He's picking up where he left off, right? They've built a cushion, built a lead, struggling to stop the passing game, keep pushing the ball down the field. He's making the right reads, and this offense is in a groove.
The Boilermakers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers! Middle of the end zone, he's got it!
Tell you what, as a defensive back, as a defensive player, you know, down here near the goal line, I got to get tight on my guys. I can't give away the easy stuff like that. Too easy near the goal line for that pitch and catch.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee in this drive. Start at the 25. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. After their defense slammed the door shut, now the finishing touches can be put on this one. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The Boilermakers will punt it away on 4th down. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. And he is knocked down immediately. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Sees an alley. There he goes. Quick step and go. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's first down. Rashada Downs going up top. Makes the grab. The quick feet, the acceleration, the vision, and he works his way to the 44.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man.
Oh, a lot of space. And we have breaking news. They score yet another. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Welcome to sunny Lubick Field in Fort Collins, Colorado.
And a rivalry like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, the tradition and the history, but right here, right now, there's great intensity. This is why these guys came to these schools to play in games like this.
It's the Colorado Buffaloes against the Colorado State Rams.
To get us going.
He'll return it from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So the Buffaloes offense comes on the field first today.
Both sides today aware that because the last meeting was a total blowout, there's going to be some chippiness, Joe. There's going to be some trash talk, what you expect in a rivalry game.
Chris, I think the challenge for these players is going to be to meet the passion and energy of that rivalry and yet stay in their own lane and execute the details of the game plan. It's always a little bit of the chicken and the egg. How much do you go into the emotion and how much do you concentrate on game plan? Really solid stuff from this offense here. Quarterback is making good reads. He sees in the RPO, the run-pass option, that the handoff is there. The defense is back. He gives it to his back, and he picks up a nice gain.
Offense getting set. Second down play here.
Caught behind the line. It's Moore. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Great swarming defense, but if you're going to catch that ball behind the line of scrimmage and you've got defenders all over you, you might want to just bat that one down and not take the loss. So a clear mistake from the offense, but again, this defense is just flying around, and they're playing so hard and so well right now.
Oh, they've got him for a sack on third down.
Well, Chris, they told us they were going to be aggressive on defense, and this is evidence of that. Look at them get in the backfield from the secondary. This is a beautiful job, and it's very difficult to see that from a quarterback's perspective. This is a great job, again, being aggressive and really forcing the action.
The Buffaloes will bring their punt team onto the field. And this will be the first punt for this offense this afternoon. They'll kick it away here. And here's the return. And he's brought down immediately on that one. Had a gutsy to try a return, but the coach may have preferred a fair catch. The Rams offense gets their first crack now. Well, this veteran has certainly been the leader of that receiver room. He's been productive, but also, Joel, the way that he leads these younger receivers has been so impressive.
Chris, how do the coaches put it? He's just reliable every single day, every single moment, and that's certainly the way it's going to be here today. When you need him to be in the right spot and make a play, he's likely to do it.
Mental mistake by the defense. That'll cost him 5 yards. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They test the middle and get stuffed. That is just not open for business today.
I've always been a big believer that you build defenses front to back and inside out. There is nowhere to go in the middle of this field right now. They're doing a great job of not allowing that offensive line to gain traction at the line of scrimmage. It's a beautiful stop right there. Really nowhere to go in the middle.
And the wideout goes in motion. Takes off in a bootleg. Quick throw over the middle. He makes the grab. He's in the clear. Touchdown, Colorado State. They connect for 6.
We can't start any better than that as an offense. You get that ball and you go right down the field for a score. You know, a lot of times these offensive coordinators create scripts the first 10 or 15 plays. They map them out during the week. Well, this one was mapped out perfectly.
Now the all-important extra point. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. We're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Catch made over the middle. They bring him down, but a solid 9-yard gain sets up a second and short.
This defense is going to have to change something up here. These safeties are going to have to start driving down on the inside wide receiver. This is just an in route. There's no real deep responsibility. He's got to drive down and break that pass up. If he doesn't, this offense is just going to continue to do this time and time again.
Option look. It's Lewis. And the Buffaloes pick up.
Well, here it is. This is exactly what we anticipated from this matchup and this offense more in particular. We knew we were going to get these option concepts in the run game. This quarterback is a very good player, but the defense is ready for it. This defensive coordinator told us that their defense was going to be predicated on stopping this quarterback and these types of concepts, and they're able to do it here early in this game.
That's reeled in. It's Williams. He's brought down after a short gain that's not going to be first down yardage. 4-yard gain makes it 2nd down and 6 now. Ball handed off. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. And after the play, looks like a man is shaken up. The senior defensive end. Crucial 3rd down play right here. To throw, it's Lewis. Pressure is coming. He's going to take off. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Good read. I know this is frustrating for a defense because they do everything right in the secondary. There's nowhere to throw the football. It's 3rd down. You feel like you're going to get off the field, and yet the quarterback makes the offense right with his legs. He's able to scramble, get the first, and then he slides down here and saves himself a hit in the first down.
On the ground, it's Young. Look out, he's got space ahead. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Great read by the quarterback in the RPO game. Run-pass option. He's reading the defender on the outside, and as soon as that defender defends the pass, he's going to hand the football off. Look at the crease. Beautiful play and an easy pickup for this offense.
And the Buffaloes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Great job up front by this defensive line, these linebackers. You can see that this quarterback was a bit confused. He hands the football off on the RPO, but there's nowhere to go. No gain. Great job by this defense.
Receivers are bunched together. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Moore. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
What an advantage for this offense that they have players that they can dump the ball off to on short completions, and then they can take it yards after the catch and create explosive plays. And here, again, it's about timing, getting the ball out quickly, and then the playmaking ability of these players on the outside.
Receiver makes the catch.
I love these drag routes from the slot receiver, and it takes a wide receiver that has a feel for space and coverage. He's got to understand whether it's man or zone. If it's man, put your chin in your shoulder and keep running through the green grass. If it's zone, settle down in the soft spot and give the numbers to the quarterback.
A solid gain of 7 on the completion sets up now 2nd and 3. Caught over the middle. It's Welch. Well, they make the tackle, but the gain moves the ball to the 6.
Gain of 10. 1st and goal, Colorado.
Colorado State has the lead here. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up first and goal. No connection there. The pass is incomplete.
I don't mind the throw there on first down, but now you really need some positive yards. You're down here. You've got goal-to-go situation. You don't want to be in 3rd and long where it's an obvious passing situation. You've got to get this ball down inside the 5, maybe even inside the 3 in order to really give yourselves 2 snaps to go for it.
They're going to run the option. The back's got it on the pitch. Muscles in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado.
That is exactly what the doctor ordered in this situation. Tight ball game, and they drive the length of the field. Great execution from everyone on the offensive side to go all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
And now here comes the point after attempt. And he knocks it right through. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. The Colorado State offense is back out there now. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop?
These fast RPOs, they can be tough to execute, and here you're seeing a product of that. The quarterback just has to make a decision so quickly, and the ball handling becomes key, and there he just can't connect.
At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Looking to make a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
He has been their go-to guy so far in the passing game, and finally this defense makes an adjustment, and it's physical play. Right at the catch point, they're able to hit him, knock the ball loose. That's a good job right there. They're going to have to continue to focus on him because he clearly is the passing game.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Coming after him. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Just get the sense that he's forcing the football down the field. That's a tight window throw, and he's trying to fit it in there, and it gets easily batted away. He needs to allow the offense to work for him and take what the defense gives him.
And the Rams will have to kick it away. He's on looking for a solid punt here. And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. Goes out of bounds, but a nice game. They'll spot him short of the 35. And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
This is great recognition by the wide receiver of the coverage being run, because on a drag route, if it's man coverage, you're going to continue to run. If it's zone coverage, you're going to sit down, and he sits down right here. Quarterback is on the same page, and they're able to get a completion, some yards after the catch, and get a first down.
Dropping back, it's Lewis. On the run here, lets it go. The sure hands, it's Williams. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. The 8-yard completion makes it 2nd and 2. The opportunity for the play caller here to be a little bit aggressive. Here's the handoff. They'll try it off the right tackle. They bring him down, but this offense now in scoring position. First down from the 30.
That's just a really nice job by the running back and the offensive line. They're persistent in the run game, and it pays off for a first down.
The Buffaloes getting set on 1st and 10. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. The defense swarming him that time.
I think the mark of a great defense is not just a defense that can get off the field and create stops, but it's also a defense that builds into those stops. For me, it's negative yardage plays. When you can go out there and create a loss, a tackle for loss, now you're really doing something. They're able to do that right here.
They'll test the right side here. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
This is a solid job offensively. After that first down play, it puts them behind the chains. Now they're able to get themselves in a position where they've got a manageable third down opportunity. At least as a play caller, now you feel like you've got more at your disposal rather than straight drop back pass.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. He's running out of time here. Using his legs on the scramble. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
This guy is in complete control right now. He doesn't love what he sees down the field, and he sees an opening for his legs, and he's able to take it. He gets the line to gain, and then he slides and avoids the hit. A++. This quarterback's playing at a very high level.
And the Buffaloes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. They tackle the receiver, but the gain enough to move the ball inside the 10. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Scanning the field, it's Lewis looking to set up a screen pass here. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4.
These are the opportunities you just cannot let slip away. You got 1st and goal inside the 5. Chris, this is their chance to punch it in here and really gain some momentum in this game.
We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute timeout. And the Buffaloes will line up now. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, we knew this was going to be a key for this defense. They had to impact the quarterback, make him feel you in that pass rush, and they're able to get to him and hit him as he throws. That play right there, that'll pay dividends the rest of the game.
So it sets up a 2nd and goal from the 4. He's looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
They decide to go pass heavy here in the red zone, and that's 2 incompletions, and now you've got 3rd and long. Now you're going to put a lot of pressure on that offensive line to hold up in pass protection against this pass rush. That's what I'm worried about.
3rd down and goal for the offense. Looking to chuck it again. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes. Caught in the end zone. They throw for the score.
Chris, that is such an important touchdown, a big-time score by this offense to take the lead going into half, knowing that they've got to kick it off to the opposition to start the 3rd quarter. That's a beautiful job, getting themselves in position and then executing to get into the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the extra point makes the lead 14-7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
It's Nice delivery by the quarterback. An easy completion. Set yourself up for 2nd and short.
So a solid gain of 8 sets them up 2nd and 2. Really opens up the offensive playbook here. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a first down.
That's a good find by this quarterback. Move the chains and create another first down. And now you got to keep this momentum going. Take this ball and try to move it all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
Great start for the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. And they hand it off to the back. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Boy, really good job by this defense. Look at him just swarm the ball carrier. He's got nowhere to go. It's just really a no-chance carry for the ball carrier, and a great tackle in the backfield.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Quarterback drops back. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Man, my favorite thing about corners is when they're aggressive and they tackle well. This is just an easy hitch on the outside. It's man coverage, and so this corner is on an island. If he doesn't make this tackle, it's going to be a big gain, and he steps up and does it beautifully. This guy is always willing to stick his nose in there for the tackle.
And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up 4th down now.
Chris, this is a disappointing attempt here on 3rd down. You'd love to have a shot to move the chains. You don't want to throw the football away. However, as a quarterback, you do have to protect. You've got to protect your team and the entirety of the game situation. And sometimes, even on 3rd down, it's not terrible to burn the ball.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. Kicked it too far. It lands in the end zone for a touchback. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. Back to throw. It's Lewis. Catch made on the right side. Look out, he's breaking free. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
That's a good find by the quarterback. These early first downs within the series, they're so important to establish momentum. And now you've got to take that momentum and carry it with you. Try to get this ball down the field and go get points on this series.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
The Buffaloes will kick it deep to begin the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Rams offense back onto the field. Looking for a fast start, trying to take control of the game here in the 3rd quarter. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
That's a great run and a big pickup in the RPO, the run-pass option. This defense is going to have to shift their focus. They're clearly too concerned with the passing game. You've got to stop the run first if you're going to have a chance in this game.
First down and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it in the open. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer for the 47. And the quarterback features the wide receiver. Has been one of the few bright spots for this offense today. Joe, can he make a play to make up this deficit?
Well, I think he might have to, Chris, because as you suggested, there just isn't much going right for this offense at this point, other than the matchup you've got on the outside. He's creating space. He's been reliable with his hands. That's where you can move the football. You might as well sit right there because that's what's working.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Offense comes up now 2nd and 8 after that very short gain on the completion. They'll try the ground game here. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
This is a great example from this defense of how to stop the RPO. 1, stay home. Don't give the quarterback a definitive read. That encourages him to just hand off the football. That's kind of his base read. And Chris, once he does so, then you fly to the football. You play with great effort, and you tackle in space, which they're able to do.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught on the outside. It's Brown.
Chris, that is not what you want on 3rd down. Terrible execution. This offense has got to be better moving forward. They're not going to win this game unless they get some 3rd down conversions.
The Rams will send the punt team onto the field. They'll kick it away here. And the punt lands out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they'll spot it here. And here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. Tackle is made. That's a short gain, well short of the marker. Second down play coming up for this offense. Here's the handoff. Well, they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
I don't know what this quarterback is looking at. It's an RPO, a run-pass option. That is clearly a pass read. Look at the defense sell out in the run game, and they're able to get him down for a loss.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Lewis. Throws to the tight end. Oh, it's picked off. What a play.
Chris, I think the true measure of a quarterback is not how you're playing when everything's going well, but how quickly can you bounce back from a mistake. And here, interceptions are going to happen, but what does the quarterback do moving forward? How quickly can he get back into rhythm?
Here comes the Colorado State offense on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. Can they begin to click now? That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, we've seen it all day long. This defense is right time, right place. And again, they hold them. It has been a frustrating day for this offense.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. QB bootlegs here. Looking to scramble. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. No room to run. They bring him down for no gain.
Chris, as a quarterback, you've got to always make your offense right. And here the coverage unit did such a good job. Look at this. There's nowhere to throw the football, and yet the quarterback just makes the offense right by picking up a positive gain. It doesn't have to be a big play all the time. You just do these little things and keep moving the ball forward.
And the quarterback finds an open target on the crossing route. They make the tackle, but the offense now set up with a first down at the 21.
That is such an important conversion to keep your offense on the field. They're trying to execute this comeback here in the second half. They need points. They need it in a hurry. That's a good job of moving the chains on 3rd down.
And the Rams will have 1st and 10 here. The shotgun running play call. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, the key to 3rd down success is being good on 1st down. And here the defense does a great job on 1st down, of bowing up and stopping the run. And that's the key to this thing. If you can create long yardage situations, now they have to throw the football, and that pass rush can start getting after it.
A play action looking to throw. Delivers quickly to the left side. Oh, and it's almost picked off. A chance for their first interception today. Going to set up 3rd down.
Defense is playing well in all areas here. First, the pressure on the quarterback. He's clearly hurried, and because of that, I didn't feel like this was the best read. He just kind of jumps at it and throws it right into double coverage.
Offense thinking touchdown, not field goal, facing a 3rd and long from the 20-yard line. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. Goes out of bounds, but the gain moves the ball right near the 15. The offense will go for it here on 4th down and 3. It's a shotgun run call. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. The decision to go for it doesn't pan out. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Chris, it seems like the quarterback made up his mind before the snap. This has got to be a post-snap read. To me, this is a pass read all day long. He gives it to the back, and they don't gain any yards.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackled after a 3-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7.
Oh, that's a really good job by the defense. Being gap sound, there's nowhere to go for this running back because of the fundamental football being played on the opposite side. This defense is where they need to be, and then they're making the tackle. Really good job defensively.
To throw, it's Lewis. It's an out route, the catch made. It's not enough for a 1st down. It'll be 4th down and 1. Joe Colorado has the lead. We've reached the end of the 3rd. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. One quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. And the Buffaloes will have to kick this away when he comes for his 2nd punt of the game. And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. See if he can make something happen with the return. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. The Colorado State offense is back out there now. Last possession, they went for it on 4th down, but got stoned. Let's see what they can do this time.
It really comes down to rhythm, Chris, and right now it just doesn't feel like the quarterback is in rhythm. Listen, it's there. They could complete this ball, but again, just not on the same page.
2nd and 10 following the incompletion from the 37. Throwing off play action. On the move now. They'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
A play like that can be so frustrating for a defense because, Chris, it's such a good play by the quarterback. He's able to get what he can get, create a more manageable down and distance, and he gets down and avoids the big hit. As a defense, you would at least love to get a big hit on him outside of the pocket, but they're unable to do so.
Running play called on 3rd and short. He's going to lose ground on the run. Now it's going to bring up 4th and short.
Chris, I would go for this. Every program uses analytics, and most analytics would tell you in this down and distance, you would go for it in this field position.
Down 1 possession in the 4th quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on 4th down. And the same runner's got it again. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop. The coach's choice to go for it does not pan out. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry.
Chris, this is a great example of how to defend the RPO from a defensive perspective. Number one, your secondary player has to stay home and defend the pass. Then you've got to get off blocks up front and win your one-on-ones. If you can do that as a front 7, you can stop the run without the help of that secondary, and you can shut down the RPO.
They'll run it here. The running back has the ball. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Crucial 3rd down play coming up after that run. Off the RPO, caught to the right. They make the stop, but good enough for a first down at the 29.
Chris, that was the defense's chance to get off the field. It's third down, you're trailing, have to get the ball back, and they give up a conversion. That is a back-breaking play for this defense.
And the Buffaloes line up on 1st and 10 now. Chewing clock with the running game.
Well, now this defense is in a perfect situation. You're creating an obvious passing situation for the offense, and you can get these pass rushers going. Get them out on the edge, let them get after the quarterback, and create havoc in the backfield.
Here's the second down play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. After the run, there's a man down, injured on the field. Senior offensive lineman. So now it's 3rd and short from the plus 24. Could be 4-down territory. Interested to see what the call is here. Back to pass. It's Lewis. Grab down the middle. It's Williams. And now the defense will call a timeout. That's the team's first. They still have 2 more to work with here in the final quarter.
This is exactly why 1st and 2nd down is so important. You get into these 3rd and manageable situations, you can do whatever you want. You can throw play action, you can throw RPO, or you can throw a little hitch on the outside. That is so easy for the offense, easy for the quarterback, and it's a first down.
Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. Timeout taken now by the defense. That's their second. They've got 1 more timeout to use now. Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. And now the defense will spend their 3rd and final timeout. They have to navigate the rest of the way without being able to use a timeout. They've converted both 3rd down attempts on the drive so far, but now it's 3rd and 8. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have 1st and goal now. They go back to the receiver, who's had a really effective game, Joel. So far, the defense really hasn't had an answer for it.
And, Chris, the best part about it is that they're using the RPO, and that's what's forcing the defense to have to try to stay honest. They can't double-team the wide receiver. They can't even bracket the wide receiver, because then they would just run the football with that RPO, run-pass option. Beautiful scheme to get him the ball.
The Buffaloes looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. And the offense just takes a knee here. Backed up to the 5-yard line now for 2nd and goal. The quarterback's got it on the option. And he stopped the front 7 all over him that time.
This is exactly what they need to do here. Milk the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep this game clock running. And if it is, as a quarterback, I'm not snapping this ball on the next play until it's inside of 4 seconds on the play clock. That's how you manage this game.
Looks like the offense will just take a knee here. That will do it for our coverage here. Thanks for joining us. For Joel, Pat, and Holly Rowe, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
We are at Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City. A staple of the college football environment. Color-coordinated schemes in the stands. A stripe out today. Students, alumni, all fans have band together to try to make life miserable for these visitors. It's the Purdue Boilermakers and the Iowa Hawkeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
When you talk about a home field advantage, you have to consider Kinnick Stadium. The fans are right on top of the action. They are on top of the opponent's sideline, making it one of the most difficult places to play in all of college sports. Named after Niall Kinnick, a war hero. The beautiful wave to the Cancer Children's Hospital. This is one of the most iconic spots to watch a college football game in the country. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Iowa's offense onto the field first, and we'll see their opening script. And here are the starters on the offensive front, and you won't find one much better in the country.
And it's amazing every year, man. We do these games, and we've done them for so long, and year after year, you can just hang your hat. Like this group up front on the offensive line is going to be physical. It's going to be tough. It's going to start there. And, Palmer, it's no different in this contest.
They've done such a good job, I think, too, developing guys up front, because they're not always getting five-star talent, but this coaching staff, year in, year out, they're able to get the most out of these guys, get them in the weight room, get their weight up, work on the technique, the fundamentals, and they all work so well together. They're so well coached up front, and no different this year with this unit.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Still looking. Going to try to get it himself. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Now, on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. They'll go to the counter. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty so important at the college level. Here's a give to Malton. Got a little grass. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. They try to pop a run on the draw. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa!
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. And he's going to bring this one out. He smashes his way through again. He had visions of glory on that return, but he'll step out of bounds at the 29. So Purdue's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And here comes the guy that is a surgeon in this attack. Everybody wants to make big plays, but he's got to take them when they're available and not force things.
It's been kind of fun to follow these different universities across the country that they find their guys, right? Like their fit. It's not always the five-star guy, but they find their quarterback, and you're like, man, that guy's really, really good. Like, where did they find him? He came out of nowhere. So, Palmer, this is a school, a program that is going to find those QBs. It just might be sometimes the guys that are off the beaten path a little bit more and not as highly recruited.
Yeah, not necessarily a national championship perennial power year in, year out, but you're right. They always seem to find a gunslinger back there. And they lose games, but they're going to go down swinging, and they're going to lose shootouts.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Handoff for Jarrett. Sweet cut there. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Let's talk for just a second about Purdue. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's keep...
Runs through a man, and he might have space. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
Will, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity.
Got it! And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
And, man, this is exactly what you want as a play caller. You want to get your quarterback settled, give him some bunnies early to make some plays so he's feeling bulletproof. 4 for 4 to start the game. Yes, please. Offensive coordinator Jesse, I'm giving him an A+ so far for checking those boxes.
Well, he's done a good job getting his quarterback prepped for this one, too, because watching this guy throw the ball, he's making quick decisions, and he's throwing the ball with a lot of conviction. You can tell this guy watched a lot of film. He has the answers to the test early in this game.
Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. He's going for the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Purdue!
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they had the extra point to finish the drive. They took it 71 yards down the field and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
After that encroachment penalty, it's now 1st and 5. They'll go to the counter. And breaks into the open. Changing on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. They're all over him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
I
think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
And the Hawkeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run the counter. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Here on third down for this offense. Motion from the wide receiver. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Finds his big tight end. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be fourth down.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big third down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. There's some daylight. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the first quarter. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Breaks the tackle. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. He'll set up to throw. He's got it. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Pickup of 11. First down for the offense.
Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. Always a treat to be here at Iowa and take part in a special moment. Hope these kids enjoy the rest of the game as we play on into the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Breaks out another sweet move and gets it down to the 40.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And the Boilermakers will line it up on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Going for it all. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And after the pick, there is an injured player who's still on the field. It appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Second down to the air. On the move. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide left, it's Moulton. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. Drops back on first down. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Sells the run, looking to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Give running right, it's Malton. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Sells to fake. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Good right down the boulevard. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 25-yard line, gets it right back to the touchback position, and the offense will take over. Purdue will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. As talented as this guy is, the coverage is tighter, there's not as much space to fit the ball in. He's having to learn on the job as a young signal caller. They thought they'd be able to lead. Wide open on the right. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Big pickup on the ground into plus territory, and they get him out of bounds at the 41.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the football a lot. They trust him, and he continues to deliver and make big play after big play. This dude is an absolute superstar.
On the move at the 30. Finding some room. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The Boilermakers have it in scoring position on first and goal. Gets the back moving. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Here comes the two-point try. They'll run with Gibson. He's in there. Two-point conversion is good and pushes the lead to 5. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Deep in the end zone, it's Jones. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. He had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, dude.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Second down, gonna throw it. Turns it loose. Right side, it's Moulton. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Sends it back in motion. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Keeping his eyes downfield. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Hawkeyes call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll give it to Moulton. Plows through the defense.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Sees a crease. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Caught in the backfield. It's Diaz. Iowa spends his second time out here. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That makes it a 15-13 game.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to throw on first. Turns it upfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
At midfield, he's got room. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
Nice play offensively. You go with the toss to the left, and how about the blocking downfield by the wide receiver on that play? If you're going to run to the perimeter, you got to have guys doing work downfield for you, and they had it on that one.
He's got the first down. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We begin with Georgia taking on the number 13 team, the Missouri Tigers. Now back to your game at Kinnick Stadium. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. Two workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. With that said, let's kick it back to the guys inside Kinnick Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Hawkeyes will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
I caught up with the Boilermakers head coach coming out of the locker room. They are going to continue to feed their running back. As you know, there are a lot of high expectations on him to start this game, and he has performed a terrific first half. They are going to get the ball here, and let's see if they continue to go to this running back. He has been a difference maker so far. Guys?
Holly, thank you.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
He's piled up 82 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave.
The Boilermakers line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt. I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Offense gets set for second down. Wants to pass. Under pressure. He'll pull it down and run. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They drag him down, but not before he's moved. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Turning it on! They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
And obviously, if you're in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this one.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Shakes a man, and he might take off. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Purdue! That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the school.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it. I did to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here's Gibson. He's in there for the 2, and now the lead stands at 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass.
Number 42 sets a kickoff.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Got it, looking for the first down. Right down the gut of the field. The 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
And how nice nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Boilermaker offense heads out to get this drive started. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Got a little space. Got to 1st down. Oh, look out on the right. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Boilermakers! What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And they'll try to tack on 2. They'll run with Gibson. Into the end zone he goes. 2-point conversion is good, and the lead stands at 11. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. He'll return it. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Iowa sideline. This defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Guys?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Extending the play. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside. Defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
That penalty has them set up with a 3rd and inches. Balls and fired complete. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
The Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looking for room. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. First play of the drive comes from the 38. After that last explosive explosive running play, David. Why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want...
Makes the grab in their space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
He's brought down.
Offense in a bunch formation. Fresh set of downs going up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Townsend. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
He's taken down at the 40. Brings up second down.
Wants to go up top on second down. Caught. Powers through the defender. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. This game is decided as we check out the Week 11 scoreboard. Top 12 teams in the country. Of course, all of these teams playoff contenders. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Finals. Game, and we'll start with the first down. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
The defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Out wide right, it's Diaz. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Got rid of it just in time.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
On 3rd down, here's Malton. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first down. That's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
And the officials will stop playing momentarily here to check on the shaken-up Boilermaker. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Looking for a big play. He's got it down the field. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Hawkeyes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Gonna run it. It's Phillips. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I want. Okay, I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
He gets nothing, nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down. The Boilermakers decide to call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Oh, pressure's coming. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And now my mindset has to completely change. Listen, we needed points. That's over. Like, plenty of time left, over 3 minutes on the clock. I got to get me a stop, and I got to get that football back so my offense can score some points.
He uncorks one deep. He's got it way down the field. And the defense was on its heels after that long completion.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
That chunk play has them in business, set up with a first down in the red zone. There he goes. Just a little more room, and maybe he gets it in. He's pushed out of bounds at the 8.
And that would be the definition of first down success, putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Back to pass on second down. Has it. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
On the option. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Man, it's so nice to have an offense that can do so many different things and attack you different ways. When you run the option the normal way with a running back, the defense knows how to play it. But how about this? The receiver out wide, now a little confusion. QB takes advantage and punches it in for 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense
reels it in down the left side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The Hawkeyes want to move quickly.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And the Hawkeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Still looking, trying to escape and get it himself. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They'll send the back in motion. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. The Hawkeyes call a timeout. It's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Quick catch. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. They'll go to the air. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This
touchdown, Iowa! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And the extra point is good. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Uh-oh, look out. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. Iowa spends his second time out here. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Now on second down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. Hand off Gibson, working left. Oh, he's got some space. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
This is a pretty easy situation for the offense right here, guys. We need one play. We need one run up front. O-line, we need you to come through for us and ice this game. They do a great job allowing that back to pick.
Grabs it. They will score. Touchdown, Boilermakers. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Setting up the screen. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just...
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Long way to go on second down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Snapped on fourth down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Got some green grass. He's got enough. Oh, the hops. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. And he fought for everything he could. Probably lucky it wasn't worse with all of the company he had in the backfield. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the back. Looking, got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Purdue! The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score.
Number 42, set to kick off.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. One more play to pad the stats. Some misdirection with the counter. Nowhere to go.
Loss of 4. Brings up 2nd down.
Break. Here we go. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.